Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. You may or may not have heard of Ryan Airlines. It's a small airline, operates overseas, mostly flying around Europe. Most of its flights are 3 hours or less. I flew on it once to go from London to Frankfurt, Germany. And it's kind of like Spirit Airlines or those other discount airlines that we have here. It's a cheap airline. The seats were hard plastic, very uncomfortable. There wasn't any food or drink served on the plane. You get in, you sit down, and they pretty much ignore you for the rest of the trip. The thing that they are most famous for was they wanted to charge people to use the toilets. After enduring protests and ridicule, they changed their minds. Recently, a woman who was flying on Ryanair got up to use the toilet, and she had her shoes off. She was just wearing her socks. As she walked down the aisle, a man confronted her about it. He didn't get up, he just criticized her about it. And she resented it, and it wound up becoming a fight between that man and the woman's boyfriend. It seems that that's just the way the world is nowadays. Something as small and insignificant becomes an emergency that forces a plane to land and a couple of passengers to go to jail or at least get kicked off the plane. But it seems to me that the woman should have kept her shoes on. I wasn't there, so I can't say who's actually to blame, but people's feet tend to stink. And I think it's discourteous to the other passengers to take off your shoes on an airplane. If you want to do it at home, kick back with your shoes off, that's fine. But on an airline, it's a confined space. If your feet stink, everybody gets to smell it. And I would never go into a restroom without my shoes on. Like, guys we know, we're not that good at aiming. Even in a stationary restroom, we don't always get all of our pee in the toilet. And if you've ever tried to take a pee on a plane, you know that even on the smoothest flight, it's basically moving around pretty good if you're in the restroom there, and chances are some of your pee gets on the floor. But the main reason I wouldn't take off my shoes is because even though emergencies are rare, it's possible that they can happen, and I don't want to be reaching for my shoes and trying to get my shoes on as the plane is trying to make an emergency landing. I need to be ready to go if I have to evacuate the plane. So folks, keep your shoes on in a plane as a courtesy to your fellow passengers, and you'll be safer too. Thanks for listening. Well, I want to thank you all for watching my videos. But there are certain changes that Google has made to YouTube, which, since I'm a smaller channel, means that I can't monetize my videos. So I found places where I can. So instead of watching my videos here on YouTube, I'd appreciate it if you go either to Patreon or to Top Buzz. They let me monetize videos, and I don't even have to put commercials on. So if you want to become a patron on Patreon, that's fine. If you don't, you can still watch the videos there. I've just kind of given up on YouTube. YouTube is just a place that I use so that I can put my videos in other places. So Patreon, Top Buzz. The links are in the description box. Thanks a lot.